Hey, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Pickin' Preacher here. I am out on another adventure. I know that you just saw in the last video that I just purchased my 1961 Ford 841 PowerMaster. I think I said it was an 861 in that video. I've done some more research. It's an 841 PowerMaster, which means it has a 4-speed transmission. Anyway, I just recently picked up another really cool find. At least I think it's a really cool find. So I'm gonna go pick up a student. He's gonna help me go get it. But I want you guys to tag along for the ride for this one. I found, I think it's a 1970s wheel horse B60. We'll call it a lawnmower. It's a riding lawnmower, but it's just a really neat vintage riding mower. But we paid like 50 bucks for it, and we're gonna go out and pick it up. So I'm gonna bring y'all along for the ride, and then who knows? I'm gonna try to get it running. I don't know the state of it. I went out and saw it yesterday, and then I got a trailer today, and we're gonna go back and get it. But I don't know if this thing's gonna run. I don't know if it's possible to run. I don't know if I'm going to have to put like a Harbor Freight engine on it, do like an engine swap deal to it. I really don't know what it's going to take to get it running and get it moving. There's not a whole lot of parts on it, so it can't be too complicated. But we're gonna go out there, we're gonna look at it, we're gonna load it up on the trailer, we'll get it back to the shop, and then we'll see. I bought this tractor specifically for my little boy Eli. When I went and got my tractor a few weeks ago, he said, "Daddy, I wanted a tractor," and he was all upset because he doesn't have a tractor to ride around with me. And so I got this for him to ride around on one day, and hopefully we'll get it up and running. If we can't, then I'll sell it as is, sell it for parts, scrap it, whatever. It's just really good. The body works really good on it and everything. But come along with me for the ride. We'll go out there and check it out. I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, so as promised, me and one of my students just went out and we picked up this thing. I'm really excited. Let me turn the camera around here and show you what we got. So here she is in all of its beauty. This is, I believe, a 77, 78 wheel horse B60. And I am just like blown away with, truthfully, how good a shape this is. Now you may be looking, yeah, but it's all rusty and crusty. It is, but this thing has been immaculately taken care of. Like, besides the surface rust that is on it, I mean, it's a 40-year-old machine. Well, I mean, it's almost a 50-year-old machine, right? The amount of, like, this thing is clean. Like, there's no grease on it. I mean, you would expect some surface rust and stuff like that, but all of the decals are on it, and they're in almost perfect shape. Like, all of the decals telling you how to start it, telling you what everything is, what everything does. Even on the back here, you've got the wheel horse logo with the two little tail reflectors. Like, this thing, truthfully, is in immaculate condition, and I'm super, super excited to own this. It's got a little, I believe it's a 7 horsepower Kohler engine on it. I mean, we can open it up here, and again, look, just this thing is clean. I mean, it's got everything on it. I don't think this thing was run very much. I've seen newer lawnmowers that are more ragged out than this thing. But I mean, this has got a little Kohler engine on it. I think, like I said, it's only like a 7 horse engine. And I did pull it. It's free, so it's not stuck or anything. The little pull cord did get stuck out, but everything is here. Everything is intact. And as far as I can tell, everything works. And so me and Eli, we are about to go get some fuel. And man, tell you what, we're probably just gonna dump some fuel in it and just see what happens. You know, I don't know what happens. We've tested the brakes work. We've tested the mower deck up and down, it works. The only thing, and I'll show you this really quick, is right here is the engagement for the, I guess you'd call it the PTO or the mower shaft or whatever. You can see right down here, this spindle right here that turns to engage the mower deck. It is pretty bent. I don't know if you can tell that. The sun is right there. I apologize. Here, let me see if I can get in the way of the sun. But yeah, so you can see it is really bent there. That's the only really issue that I noticed with this machine, was bent, but doesn't really matter. I'm probably going to take that entire pulley off anyway, and we're probably going to end up pulling the mower deck and taking it off. Again, I really got this for Eli so that he can eventually ride it around. There's the tractor right there. We had it pulled in the trailer when I went and got him from the school bus, but again, it's got its issues too. But you know, this was really for him just to be able to kind of ride around because he wanted a tractor like Daddy. And so this is a smaller, very smaller version of what I have. But I was also impressed that all the tires, except one, held air. One will need, it's the front one right here. It will either need a tube. I probably just put a tube in it for like $15. And truthfully, like in all honesty, I think the only thing that this will probably need is a good cleaning. And then, shoot, yeah, that might be just about it. There's nothing really on this machine besides that little Kohler engine right there, and that thing is clean, man. So anyway, I'm excited to have this little project to work on with Eli. We're going to go to the gas station right now to get some fuel. We are going to go see if we can get it running, and even if we can't, I can probably sell it. I got it for $50. We can probably end up selling it for more than what I bought it for. I don't really want to. I'm hoping that we can get it running and that, you know, eventually he'll grow into it, because I want to teach him how to be safe around it and how to drive it and operate it safely, of course. He's only 7, and so we'll get there. But hey, while I'm at it, let's give you some updates on the Ford 841. So here this beauty is. I just rode it around a little bit. It's running pretty good. It's running just fine. I have some tape there because that valve stem, it's pretty much broken, and if you don't have something kind of holding it up, it'll just leak all the air out. So the only, I say major problem, it's not really a major problem that I've noticed right now. If we open the hood here, I'll show it to you. You can kind of see this has been an issue before, but right there is a crack in the radiator, and I just now noticed that it was bubbling and spewing earlier. I'm going to let it cool down, check the fluids again in a minute. And then some other things that I have noticed is there is also, I don't know if you can see, a radiator leak right down here. Sometimes it'll drip down. It has not dripped today. And then the alternator, I don't know, either the alternator is not working or it's just not hooked up right, so it's not charging my battery. And then I also noticed that somebody up here has kind of cobbled this section together. It's supposed to be this shorter, and the exhaust pipe is supposed to end right here instead of right here on the bracket for the other headlight. But all the oils have been changed. Well, I haven't changed the engine oil. The engine oil is good. I've checked it. I've got new engine oil in the building. I just have not changed the engine oil yet. But we did change the transmission oil the other day, and I'm glad I did, because it was really, really low. And then I need to get some oil for the hydraulics, and then I need to get some oil for the rear differential back here. And I have a suspicion that when I refill it with hydraulic fluid, change the rear differential does leak right under there. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, and I also did get this swinging drawbar. I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but that's how I've got this trailer hooked up right now. I've got this drawbar in it. Somebody had obviously bent this shield at one time, so it was hard to get in there. But anyway, that's the tractor in a nutshell. And it is running. I still have to put some work into it, but I love it, man. I love it. I have always wanted a tractor. I finally got my tractor, and I'm excited just to kind of work on it. So I'm sorry if I haven't posted a lot of videos. We've just been really busy. A lot of things have been going on here lately. I told Brienne I get frustrated because it seems like as soon as I get a bunch of stuff that I can work on, I have no downtime to work on it, and it can get frustrating. So hopefully this weekend I'll have time to play, go to some more yard sales, estate sales. I missed this last weekend. I was sick. I had the stomach bug. That was not fun. But anyway, guys, if you enjoy this kind of content, I don't always buy and flip like bigger machinery or smaller machinery like this. I'm usually out at yard sales, thrift stores, estate sales, and the such like. But if you like this kind of content, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to post more and more and more. And if you like it, hey, leave a comment if you know of any leads where I can buy or sell things, especially video games, comic books, toys, really anything that I can flip and make a dollar on. I enjoy and I appreciate it. And as always, if you want to know more about our church, I'm located at Panora Baptist Church in the large city of Guyton, Georgia. Feel free to look us up on the internet. And if this is the kind of thing you like, again, subscribe to the channel. And hey, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay picking, and I'll see you next time. We'll see you later. Have a good day.